Well, hello there guys, hope you had a great day today, and today I'll be doing another aircraft models review, and this one is a FireFly ATR 72500 aircraft model in 1/100 scale. Now, as you saw the other day, I did the Malaysia Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. Yes, I've done that model, and if you haven't checked that model out guys, please do. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go check it out. This one is something a little extra that I wanted to show one of my viewers who actually requested me if I will do any more videos like the MAX 8. So literally, so here I go. I actually have this model in my stash for quite some time, and I was actually going to do a review of this for quite a while ago, but I decided to save it. So I think today is no better day to do it, so I'm gonna do it today. So this viewer, his name is It Is Zane. So if you're watching, Zane, this video is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. This model, I actually bought this model on the FireFly website about a few years ago. And yeah, FireFly here in Malaysia, they have their own website, and you can actually purchase these aircraft models and all the souvenirs that you can actually get from their website. You know, you can get some souvenirs, and I actually got myself a couple of FireFly souvenirs along with the model. So there's a keychain here, a FireFly keychain that says "Removed before flight, beyond convenience." And then there's this fridge magnet. Now I believe this particular fridge magnet is no longer available. This is kind of a one-off. This was very limited, but unfortunately it was a little bent. It does attach to the fridge though. I mean, I kept it on the fridge for quite a while now. I mean, I actually bought this set like about 3-4 years ago, so I kept it quite a long time. So no better time to show it to you guys. So here are the 3 things that I actually got, and my kid also has one of those FireFly t-shirts. Yep, it's got like one pair or a couple pairs of them. So without further ado guys, let's just dive straight into the model. Okay, so we've got the ATR 72500 aircraft model over here. Very nice box. Now I believe this model is made by the brand called Rise Soon. Yes, Rise Soon. I actually got a viewer who tried to correct me. I did say Ever Rise the other day in my Max video, that these airplanes were manufactured by a certain manufacturer. I thought it was Ever Rise, but actually I was wrong, because the particular stand that they give out is not the same as Ever Rise. So this is actually a Rise Soon manufactured model. So a big thanks to Shami Ashraf FYT. Thank you very much for helping me correct those little infos. And thanks for subscribing and liking the channel as well. So, yep. So this is the Rise Soon model. So let's just crack this open. So here's the model guys. I finally put it all together. It's actually very straightforward. There's not much to go, and it's a very nice model guys. It's a very beautiful heavy duty model, and I think this is one of the best looking FireFly models out there. I mean, I do have the 737 as well, the other FireFly plane, which is a repaint of the Malaysia Airlines 737-800 NGs, and I also have that with me right now, which I'll do a comparison right after we checked out this plane. So let's just check this model out. So as usual, we got the same stand like we get with the 737 MAX. So it says there, FireFly, beyond convenience. Is actually a very nice print there. So let's just take the plane off the display stand first, and let's just check out the details. It's a very nice detail, very nice crisp print job over here. I mean, it's a lot better than the 737 FireFly model that I've got. The base is not the same quality, it's actually a different style base, and the printing for the wording and all this is for the logo, it's actually very different quality. This one is more of a very superb quality, like a Skymarks quality to it. And now let's just check out the model. It's a very nice detail design, very nice looking airplane. It's got a very lovely detail on the cockpit there, very nice. It's got the wipers, dark gray canopy. It's got all the little details here, Malaysia flag. It's got the cargo door, very nice. Fireflies.com.my, got the windows, and this one is registry 9MFYA. Now this plane has got a registration, which, and on the other side, basically not much, got the same details. Rotating propeller blades, very good. Nice little detail that they added on there. So here is the ATR 72500 FireFly. So now let's bring out the 737-800. So here's the model, guys, of the Boeing 737-800 NG. This is one of the latest FireFly addition to the fleet. This is the repainted livery that they use on the 737. This was a former Malaysia Airlines plane, and then they just repainted FireFly on top of it, as you can see here. Now this model, it's not the same quality as on the ATR or the 737 MAX, the Malaysia Airlines MAX, but on this plane, well, on camera it doesn't pick up any of the any of the little issues, but you can actually. Now first of all, before we get to the plane, let's just take a closer look at the stand. I've actually done a review for this video before, for this particular model, so you can check that video out, guys. I'll leave a link down in the description, but I didn't actually talk in that video. It's only just a straightforward unboxing, put the plane together, and just that. But today in this video I'll be doing like a little revisit. So at least we'll revisit this model one more time so I can show it to you guys, for those of you who hasn't seen that video, so you can actually check this video out, no problem. So as you can see, now the stand, the display stand is literally, it's sort of the Everrise type stand or Skymarks, but unfortunately, if you looked at the FireFly printing, I mean there is something like round that goes around. I'm not sure you'll pick that up. You can actually see a little halo going around this FireFly logo right there. But yeah, this is the latest and current FireFly logo that they're using today. I mean, compared with the ATR 72, if you look at the stand, you look at the logo, they're two completely different. I mean, the font is the same, except for I actually like the older logo that's got the yellow inside of the wings for the FireFly wings. So now on the current logo, we've only got all orange, so that's a big step up. So I mean, it's just one color. I'd actually prefer if they put the yellow inside. Not too bad. Okay, as you can see, Boeing 737-800. If you look closely, now we zoom this in, you can clearly see for yourself the printing is not exactly straight. The Boeing 737-800 is kind of wonky. The 800 is kind of slanting downwards. So I mean, I'm not sure which brand or manufacturer is responsible for making this model. They didn't actually do a very good job there with that. So I mean, you can clearly see for yourself, guys. I mean, the wording is a little lopsided. It's slanting down to the right, so it's not actually perfectly level. But the quality of the plastic is actually not too bad. I mean, it's ABS plastic material. It's actually not too bad. So now let's just take a closer look at the airplane itself. There we go. This is also a very heavy model. I mean, this is all resin, by the way. The fuselage on both the ATR and on the 737 is resin. They're resin material, so they actually got some pretty good weight to it. But I don't know what's the first thing you notice. Do you notice anything wrong about this model? I sure do. The landing gears. The landing gears on the forward landing gears are way too high up. Now, unfortunately, there's a reason for this. These landing gears, they have a very tight fit. And let's just set this model down first so you can have a closer look. So I gotta zoom it in. There you go. Now you take a look at the landing gear, guys. This is it's almost like 3D printed material, plastic. You know, this is almost like resin that's been 3D printed, so the surface texture looks very, very rough. It's not as smooth as on the Skymarks model or the Rise Soon models. So you can clearly see that it is painted very roughly. I mean, don't get me wrong, these are black tires, by the way. These are rubber tires. They do spin, they do roll, but they're very friction based. These are friction based tires, so they're not free rolling like on the Malaysia Airlines Max. You can clearly see, you can clearly make out the details in there. There's a little plastic sticking out right inside there. You can see there's a little piece of plastic coming right out, sticking out like a sore thumb. It's not supposed to be there. You could clearly see it. Yeah, it's some injection molded, probably the injection mold system that's gone wrong. This is a QC issue, by the way. And the fitting in the nose is actually quite small. There, you can see it for yourself. It's actually very small. Now, this is not 100% accurate to the actual landing gear. Now, if you look at the landing gear on the Malaysia Airlines Max, that has got a far better looking landing gear and it's a far accurate looking one as well. Now, I tried pushing this all the way in, but it's very, very tight. So, I mean, I don't want to force it too much because I don't want to break it. Now, the manufacturer that made this model, they actually give another set of landing gears. I have them right over here. Here it is. There's another set of landing gears. So just in case if you lose any of the original landing gears or if you break any one of them, at least you got another extra spare. That's actually very good. For those of you, if you guys know which manufacturer is responsible for making this model, please let me know down in the comments below. To my viewer, Shami Ashraf FYYT, if you are watching this video, please do let me know. If you know anything, please leave me a comment down below. That'll be grateful. It is still a very nice model, by the way. I mean, there are no exceptions. It is still a very nice looking model. The paint job is not too bad. Unfortunately, it's not Raisun style quality. Now, this model is not very expensive, by the way. This is an inexpensive model. This model only cost me like 150 ringgit back then when I bought this. And this model, I also bought I bought from Shopee as well, just like the Malaysia Airlines Max. And this one is actually not too expensive, and actually this particular model, you can actually purchase this on board the FireFly's flight. It doesn't matter if you're flying the 737 or the ATR. If you're looking through any of the brochures, you can actually get your hands on this model. For those of you who are interested, if you like this model, if you like to get your hands on this, you can get it on the flight, or you could try checking out on Shopee Malaysia. If I do find this model available for sale on Shopee, I'll leave a link in the description. So, if I don't, then I'm sorry. Then it means it's been long sold out. But I'm not sure how much this stuff costs nowadays, because when I bought this last time when it was first available, it was 150. So yeah, it's still a very nice model, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a nice looking model. It does have very nice intakes as well. Now the fan blades, they do spin, they do rotate. There you go. I'm not sure you saw that, but it does spin. Same goes for this side. And there's a Boeing 737-800 marking right there on the engine, just like on the real plane. But unfortunately, let's just zoom that a little. I'm not sure you see that. There is some orange. There's some very light orange paint splatter on the pylons. Same goes there on the leading edge of the pylons for the engines. I mean, there's some real QC issues with this model. I mean, after all, this model is inexpensive. So, I mean, it does have a lot of very deep details here, especially under the wings. All these round pieces here, these are actually these are engraved very deeply compared with the 737 MAX. And of course, there are 3 little slots here for the display stand. Unfortunately, you know, the display stand that we got with the set is this type. So we got this rectangular slot piece that goes right in here. So that's just about it. I mean, I don't know what that's for. Maybe that's an option for another type of display stand. Same goes for this one. Now this one is actually a screw. This is actually a screw hole here. So I'm not sure. Let's just zoom that a little so you can see it closer. There we go. Yeah. Unfortunately, the paint is not complete. There's just a little paint plain splotch right there, but it doesn't go all the way around. But that's one of another QC issues that I have with this model. Okay. Now the back landing gears, there is also some missing details as well. I mean, the flaps, the door for the landing gear is missing, which is very unfortunate. And the plastic, the molding for the gear itself is very, very rough. There's some extra plastic sticking out here and there, which is very, very unfortunate. So yeah, I mean, at least it's still a good model. Don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, in my opinion, it could have been better. I really wish that Rysoon, Skymark would make a better version. I think if they got their hands on this mold, on this particular tooling, I think they would make a better looking FireFly 737 model. Maybe they did one, but I'm not sure. But this was the only one I was able to find, and I'm not even sure what's the manufacturer for making this. I don't think this is Rysoon. I don't think this is Rysoon quality or Everrise quality. They make far better models than this. This is actually very cheap, so I'm not sure. But do let me know in the comments. Please tell me which manufacturer produced this particular FireFly 737. Alright, so let's just put this back on the stand, and I'll give my thoughts on which is the best to get. So let's bring both models in so you can see for yourself. Okay, so literally both models are good. I mean, I think the best one is the ATR. If you want the best FireFly model, I suggest you get the ATR 72-500 model. This one has got better prints, it's got better detail, and it's the paint job, everything is very quality. Even the stand, the printing on the stand is very good. But on the 737, it's kind of 50-50. It's so-so, but if you're just gonna put this on the display, okay, no problem. I mean, literally, I only put this on the display, on the shelf, so no problem. I mean, I've always wanted to, you know, to get my hands on a FireFly 737. I've been very unsuccessful over the years. I actually prefer this livery over the older livery. There was one model of the FireFly 737 years ago that was made by Rysoon, if I'm not mistaken. There was one model, but it didn't have this new livery. It had the older livery, like on the ATR 72-500. But to be honest with you, I kind of like this new livery on the 737. But since, I mean, whoever made this model, they gave us this version, so okay, why not? I might as well get this one. So you got the 2 covers for the rear landing gears missing, 2 cargo door details missing. But other than that, everything else is fine. Apart from a few QC issues here and there. So So which is the better model, guys? I suggest getting the ATR 72500. And I think that's about it, guys. I've covered everything I need to cover today for these two models. And even though this is a revisit and this is a new thing, so yeah, this is actually a very nice model, guys. I mean, if you like both of these models, of course, by all means, get both of them. At least these are the two planes that FireFly has in their fleet. And of course, I mean, happy collecting, guys. I mean, these two models are really, really awesome. These are cool models. They're very highly collectible. They look nice on your display shelf or on your desktop. No problem. Hope you guys liked today's video, and please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll see you guys again next time for more aircraft model reviews. See you guys. Cheers, and have a great day ahead.